Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at Red Cyber Dragon. Today we're doing more of our Godot project, Space Rocks, from a book. I've already made the project once and we're trying to recreate it from my code and lightly referencing the text. So I'll link the code in the description, check it out, and thanks for watching. Let's play Heartbound music. Okay, let me check OST. Alright, OBS. Alright, let me know in chat if that's too loud. Okay, so, thank you everyone for coming, and yeah, so we're going to continue with what we did last time on stream, where I was. So this is the story. I bought a book to learn Godot. It's a project-based book. There's 5 projects. I've built the first 2 already, and now what I'm trying to do on stream is recreate the second project, Space Rocks, just referencing my old code, and I'll reference the text just to kind of do things in order, but I'll also explain everything I'm doing to the stream. And I'm not going to show the text on screen. We're just going to develop the game. Right? So, and this is mostly, you know, for honestly, it's mostly for my benefit. You know, I get a lot out of this by doing things step by step and explaining everything I'm doing. I am able to retain the knowledge much better. So, again, thank you if you're here, and let's get started. So, where did we leave off? First of all, which one is this? This is the old project. Alright, I'm going to show this again, because I want to show you what the finished product is going to be. Alright, so, and you got a little ship here, got the shield, you got your lives. Press play. Some music. And you spin around and you shoot the rocks. What happened? This happened last time too. Oh, there's a breakpoint. There's the same thing last time. Why did that happen? What I should do is play the compiled version. Okay, let me say it again. Mostly for YouTube. So this is the game, Space Rocks, that we're trying to recreate. It has a little ship here. Press play. And you spin around and you shoot the rocks. And if you run into a rock, you die. There's particles there for the engine exhaust. There's enemies and they shoot at you. And they shoot in your direction. Okay, see, I just died. Okay. I went over that last time as well, so I won't linger on it. But so here we go. We'll continue from where we left off. Let me pull up. This is how far we got last time. We created the player. And basically, we could move around. And that didn't take long at all. It was pretty easy. And you can see if you go off the screen, you come out the other side. But that was the biggest thing we did last time. Alright, so let's check out let's pick up from where we left off in the book. Okay, we did screen wrap. Okay, now we're going to do shooting. Okay? So we'll still be working from the player. Oh, did we create the bullet scene last time? Stream go offline? Oh no, okay. Never mind. Sorry. My stream manager looked really weird there for a second. Okay. Did we make the bullet scene last time? I think we just made the muzzle. Alright. So, we'll be creating the bullet. We need to create the bullet scene. I'll pull up the old code here. Alright, the bullet, we'll make a new scene. File, no, sorry, add. What, I want to make... font. Oof. Ooh, that's too big. Okay, 20 seems reasonable. Right? Do 20 for both. I want you guys to be able to see. Yeah. If I've got it up full screen there, I feel like you guys can see that better, right? Yeah, that seems okay. Alright, so we're gonna create a new scene. It's gonna be an area 2D. Or is it gonna be what? Yeah, area 2D. Scene, new scene, and the root is a area 2D. Got a sprite 2D, a collision shape 2D. Not nested, though. Okay, and then it's visible on screen. Notifier to visible on screen. Fail. Fire. Okay. So let's see here. In the inspector. Okay, there's no nodes. Okay. On area entered, on bullet body entered. Alright, let's see what else we're doing in this part. Oh, we need to put this. Alright, the sprite is going to be the laser. Drag that over to texture. And the collision shape is going to be capsule. Zoom in on this. And make it the shape of the bullet. Let's do it. Crap. Ah! Vision. Wrong thing. What is going on? Okay. Look for rotation. 90 degrees. There. Right, so there we go. All right, now Alright, we'll save that. Call it bullet. I'm gonna lose the music because make this harder to put on YouTube. Alright, so got those added. Now we're gonna add a script. Add a script to the bullet. Okay. Alright, we're adding a script to the bullet. And then we are going to add a variable speed. Speed equals 1,000. And we need a variable velocity. Var velocity equals vector 2.0. Okay, and then we need a function called start. Transform equals underscore transform. Oops. Alright. Okay. Velocity equals transform x times speed. Okay. So what this does is when it starts, gets this. I don't know what. I think transform might be. Well, let's keep going and we'll try to figure it out. Okay. So func. Okay, we already have process. We want position plus equals velocity times delta. Okay, so func start transform equals underscore transform, velocity equals transform x times speed, position equals velocity times delta. So the delta, what that does, the process is called every frame, and we want to multiply this by delta so that it's the same no matter the frame rate of the computer. don't want people with faster frame rates to, you know, have a faster ship or whatever, or a faster bullet. So call the start function whenever you spawn a new bullet. Okay, so this comes when you spawn a new bullet, and then by passing it a transform, you can give it the correct position and rotation, typically that of the ship's gun. Okay, so this puts it in the correct direction, basically, and sets the velocity. And then this sends it across the screen, right? So it gets this from the gun, basically. We'll hook it up to the gun in a minute. And then velocity equals transform.x times speed, right? So that's so the bullet is in the right position and that it's going the correct speed in the correct direction. Yeah. Okay. All right. I get it. And then you put in process, you call that every frame and then multiply it by the time delta so that it doesn't go faster on faster frame rates. Okay. I think we're clear. So next we want to make sure that the bullet gets deleted when it goes off screen, right? Because we don't want to cause basically a memory leak where we're creating I mean, in a game like this, it doesn't really matter, but like when you're optimizing, you know, you want to make sure that you're not locking up memory. All right, so that's what this is for, visible on screen notifier. So basically what this will do is if it goes off screen, it'll get deleted. Func on visible on screen notifier. Why do I have to type all this? Oh wait, I don't. I'm sorry. Fuck. All right. This is what I have to do. Go over here, and we screen exited. Screen exited. We need to connect this function, right? And then go QUEV. All right, Q free, right? So now we need to connect the body entered signal so that it can detect when it hits a rock. So take this and hit connect, and then it's going to be connected to this method within the bullet, and then type in if body dot is in group rocks. So basically, we're going to create a group for the rocks later. And it's going to detect that if the bullet hits a rock, it's going to explode and delete the rock. Wait a minute. When did we create the... I don't think... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I did that wrong. My bad. I was silly. All right. Up here, we're looking for body entered. Body entered. That means it hit something, basically. Okay. So basically, this is saying if it hits something and the something that it hits is a rock, or is in the group rocks, it will execute the function explode and free the queue and delete the bullet. Okay, so now we need to create instances of the bullet whenever the player shoots. Marker 2. Okay, so we need to add something to the player. We already did that. We added the muzzle. Let's see. We put the bullet scene in? No, we got to put the bullet scene. We'll attach the bullet scene to the player. Or our bullet scene act scene. Okay, so that creates a variable in the inspector. I forgot to rename that. Okay, so that creates this in the inspector. So bullet scene right here, and then what we do is drag the bullet scene into here, right? And then we use the bullet scene within the player code. All right, so we need to export another variable called fire rate. Yep. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yes, I'm new in Godot. We're learning together. Okay, so fire rate equals 5. All right, and then another var can shoot. Have you developed in Godot before, chatter? Okay, var can shoot. True. Okay, we need to. This book. Okay, so I like this book. This book is good. In general, it does jump around a little bit, and I feel like it may have not been edited the best, or you know, checked, because it does jump around a little bit. It's like telling me to put down the gun cooldown in the code, but I don't think we've made that node yet, so that's kind of strange. Anyways, let's continue. Under ready, we're going to do $, gun cool down dot wait time. Again, we haven't created this yet, so it's kind of annoying. Fire equals fire rate. So basically, that's how fast the gun will shoot. Okay. Wait, did we make this already? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed something. That's me. That's my bad. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh man. So we need to add a timer to player. All right, so the muzzle should be at position 50, and we're also going to make the gun cooldown. It's a timer node. I'm gonna name it gun cooldown, and we're gonna check the one shot and auto start. Okay. All right, so my bad. So now we're gonna add something to get input. If input dot is action pressed shoot and shoot and shoot. Okay, so get input, checks for input. You can see we already have a thing there for thrust, and this next if statement we put down is going to check if the action shoot is pressed and can shoot is true, and if it can, then it will execute the function shoot, which we haven't written yet. So func shoot with no parameters. If state equals invulnerable return. So if it's in the invulnerable state, then we don't want them to be able to shoot, because that means we don't want the player to always be able to shoot, but like when they're dead or like when it's paused or whatever. So that kind of thing. And then so we'll set can shoot equal to false. Gun cooldown dot start var b equals bullet scene dot instantiate. Okay, so that means start bullet scene when you shoot. Okay, get tree dot root add child. All right, don't worry, I'm gonna figure out what this stuff does in a second. B dot start muzzle dot global. Okay, all right. In shooting, you can first set can shoot to false, so that the action no longer can call shoot. Add a new bullet as a child of whatever node is the root of the scene tree. Meaning the main, but we haven't created the main yet. Okay. Finally, you call the bullet's start function, right? And give it the muzzle node's global transform. Aha, okay, there you go. Note that if you use transform here, you'd be giving it the muzzle's position relative to the player, which is 50, 0, which is where we put the muzzle, right? Okay, all right, we got it. Cool, remember? All right, and the bullet would spawn entirely in entirely the wrong place. It's another example of how important it is to understand the distinction between local and global coordinates. Okay, all right, and then now we'll create a function for the timeout on gun cooldown timeout. Oh my god, why do I keep doing this? Connect the freaking signal. This is hard for me to remember, because like for me, I don't know, game dev is different, I feel like, than regular coding, especially when you're working in an engine where, like, with programming you do everything in code. But when you're working in a game engine, you gotta like navigate menus and stuff like that. that can be a little irritating if you're used to just straight coding. I feel like that doesn't really happen when you're just, writing scripts or something like that in VS Code. I could be wrong, but like it's hard to remember to like, no, don't write this function. You need to go over here, do timeout, and connect the signal on gun cooldown timeout. Connect. Because if you just write this function here, I don't think it'll connect automatically. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So it's literally you have to kind of click through it, which, programmers are afraid of mice. They only like keyboards. Okay. So once this times out, we'll set can shoot back to true so that the shoot again. All right. Now we'll create the main scene. Let's see. Scene. Main. And then, all right, so this is the main scene. And then we'll add a sprite and call it background. Okay. And then we're going to grab the background asset. Okay, with main, save it. And we'll add an instance of player to the scene. So we'll click this little link thing here, the chain, and we'll hit open on player. Okay, so we got the player there. Now, play this. That's still the other one. Project settings. Okay, so we got to change the main scene to. Now if we press play, yep, okay. Zoop. Oop. Error. Setting property transform with value vector type 2. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can figure this out. So it says error setting property transform with value type vector 2. Velocity. Let's look at my other code. Split dd. Okay, start transform equals setting property transform with value. That's a tough one. Not really sure. Look it up. Yeah. No, I don't get that. Doesn't make any sense. Function shoot muzzle dot global position. Oh, okay. Wait. Let's try again. It's still having the same. But all right. So try and track this. Okay, so we can see we got the stack trace. Shoot. Okay, so the problem's here. Muzzle dot global position. So maybe there's something wrong in the muzzle. Up with muzzle. Position is 50-0. Place it directly in front of the ship. Okay. Next, add a timer node. Name it cooldown. Good. That will prove cooldown. Okay. Let's see. We'll go. Okay. We player. All right. Player muzzle signals there. Let's check the script. All right. Shoot. All right. If state equals invulnerable return. Can shoot equals false. Gun cooldown dot start. RB bullet scene dot instantiate. Hit tree root add child b. B dot start. Muzzle global. Okay. Yep. Type carefully, people. So I typed in global position instead of global transform. Hopefully this fixes it. Yep. There we go. You can see that's as fast as it'll fire. Boom. The only other thing I wanted to check with was the main scene. What do I? Main scene form. Okay, we'll put 588 296. All right, so that gives us a nice full screen. All right, cool. So now we can fly around. We can shoot, and I'll go off the screen and get deleted. That's what we did today. All right, so I'm going to do an intro for YouTube real quick. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at Red Cyber Dragon. Today we're doing more of our Godot project, Space Rocks, from a book. I've already made the project once and we're trying to recreate it from my code and lightly referencing the text. So I'll link the code in the description, check it out, and thanks for watching. All right, so I'm going to go and scream. An end scream here. Ah! Ah! So, that was fucking. All right. So I'm gonna hop off now. I can hear my children banging around upstairs, so I'm gonna hop off stream. But thank you for watching, and have a great day.